were done by the floods. Certainly not, because what we have is enough to renovate schools and do up some of our schools, but it is not sufficient. The CDF doesn't have money to do roads, for example. That is beyond its responsibilities, and we hope the Ministry of Infrastructure and Roads will be able, and the government, central government, will be able to come in to support the neighbourhoods whose roads have been swept away or seriously damaged by the floods.
What has the damage?
Kamukunji is along the river. The Nairobi River passes through right in the middle of Kamukunji. And this is a neighborhood of low-income people, informal settlements. Many of those neighborhoods have been seriously damaged, flooded, houses destroyed, people have lost everything. The damage is in the millions. And many of them are going to be evacuated for their own safety from those particular sections of the constituency. Secondly, a lot of the roads have been flooded. Several footbridges along the river have been swept away, are gone. And a lot of our roads will require either repairs or total reconstruction as a result of it.
Maybe how much have you given today and what's the population that has benefited?
Well, today we have issued 9,484 bursaries to children and students who are going to secondary schools and technical colleges and universities with a total value of 61 million shillings. Also, in this particular case, we have given bursaries to all the needy kids. We're not leaving any child behind. And therefore, our bursary is one of the best and the biggest that we have had. And you can see with the large number of parents who have come even under the difficult circumstances of the heavy rains and the floods. Thousands of parents have turned out because economic conditions are very difficult. Parents are suffering. And the least we can do now is to make sure that their children go to school and the next generation of our population gets the education it deserves. This is the emphasis of the Kamukunji CDF fund, and we hope these kids will do their best and will lift up their communities and will become productive citizens who would also play a big role in the future leadership and development of Kenya.
Maybe how much have you spent, and if you can comment about the flooding in the schools?
Yes, a lot of our schools have been flooded, particularly those along the Nairobi River. We are going to focus on them now. We'll make sure that the classrooms are repaired, the schools are repaired, and so that by the time the students are coming back to school, we'll make sure they will be going back to schools that have been repaired. However, there's also a lot of damage in terms of infrastructure, roads, and I hope that the government will chip in to make sure that we build the footbridges on the river that was swept away in the areas of Kiambiu. All the bridges have gone, and we hope those bridges will be fixed because those bridges provide the major means of transport to the community, and also more money to repair the roads that have been damaged. That is what we expect from both the county government as well as the central government.
Yesterday, the speech of the president was simply trying to point the CDF fund. Do you think it's going to be enough to repair aftermath?
No, the CDF is limited. The CDF is only a small percentage of the budget that the government gives out every year. It is an important contribution in terms of local development and quick impact, but it is not really a fund that can address and redo some of the damage that has been done by the great floods that we've had. We require much more support for the communities in the flood hit areas. We require much more funds from the central government and the county government for road repair, foot bridges that have been destroyed and so on. A major injection of redevelopment funds would be necessary to repair some of that damage. But we can start. and we're going to start with the school, and we can fix our schools.
You know,